Welcome to the Unfuck Your Fitness podcast. I am your host, Christy Castillo, and I'm here to give you real talk and cut the BS so you can actually enjoy building a body you love. I'm a personal trainer obsessed with giving you simple action steps to take you from feeling stuck to feeling sexy. Let's go. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to today's episode. This is a good one. I feel like this is one of the large missing pieces in why you're struggling with consistency and that all or nothing mindset. That was definitely something that I used to struggle with. And I know that this is something that so many of my clients used to struggle with. And if they're newer, they still do struggle with it. So that actually is how I came up with this, thinking of my own troubles, difficulties in this journey, of course, and then trying to get myself out of them. I use those things to help you. I also use the troubles that my ladies are having. I call my clients my ladies, by the way. I'm sure you've picked up on that, but they're just my ladies. They're my jam. They're my people. They're my peeps. So they're my ladies. But when my ladies first come to me to sign up for coaching and we start to talk about their journey and what they've tried and, all the things that have made them really frustrated and led them to where they are, so many of my ladies have similar struggles. And so I take those struggles and I help them, of course, but I try to figure out why do most women have certain struggles? We're not in this alone. We all have the same things that we're dealing with and struggling with. So I have put this together and I do feel truly like it's one of the missing pieces and why you're struggling with that consistency and that all or nothing. And I used to be there. So oftentimes when we decide to get healthier, we think of food and exercise together, right? You hardly ever hear someone say, I really need to get healthier. I'm just going to start eating better. Usually, almost always, it's I really need to, get healthier. I'm going to start eating better and working out. On Monday, I'm going to eat healthy and start working out. They do go hand in hand. There are a few technicalities that make calories, food, and workouts go together. But mentally, I'm going to share with you why I think that they should be separated. So first, let's talk about the technicalities that make them go together. So in last week's episode, I talked a lot about calories and why they work for your body. And so, of course, you can, go into a calorie deficit to lose weight. You can go into a maintenance phase to maintain your weight. And you can also go into what's called a calorie surplus, where you're eating more than your maintenance calories to help you gain muscle. And of course, to gain muscle, you have to be lifting weights. So there are some instances where eating more calories, eating a certain amount of calories, and the workouts play together. And of course, I'm not ever going to deny the fact that your food and your workouts definitely do together create the body that you want. But mentally, I need us to start viewing them differently. Another reason I don't want you to think of them together all the time is because it just gives you that all or nothing mindset. So if you are supposed to get up for a 5 o'clock workout and you skip it, the first thing you're going to think is, oh God, I skipped my workout today, so I might as well give up on my nutrition, right? I already missed my workout, so now I can't have my post-workout shake. So what am I supposed to eat for breakfast? I mean, this day sucks. I might as well have some crap and start over tomorrow, because if you miss your workout, then your nutrition, it's just F it, right? On the contrary, you can also say I had some cake today, terrible, terrible situation. And now I need to do extra cardio to pay for that, right? I'm sure you've thought that before. I definitely have oh my God, I overate today. I'm so full. I'm going to have to work extra, do some extra cardio and walk some extra steps to work that off. So that's another instance where sometimes thinking of calories and workouts together is not such a good thing, because it's that all or nothing. If I had a great workout today, then I should go ahead and keep treating my body right and hit my calories and do a really good job there. But if I screwed up my workout today, or I don't feel like I burned enough, or whatever the case may be, then, just have that F it mentality, or to reward yourself. Those are two reasons I really don't like thinking of workouts and calories together. I prefer for my ladies, especially at the beginning, to go about this a little bit of a different way. And this works. This works so well because women are so all or nothing and we're great or we suck, or we are hardly ever in this mentality that, gives us flexibility, and this does. And when we have this, it's so freeing. So I want you to start thinking of food as what we talked about last week, fuel for your body. Calories are fuel to have your body work properly, to have energy, to have mentally and physically, to have the mental stamina to get through your day, as well as the physical stamina to get through your day. Calories can help you lose weight and keep it off. They can help you maintain because it's literally the amount of food that works for your body when you eat the right amount of calories and macros. This can help you maintain that balance in your body that you strive to find. Thinking of your food as you eat to live. So the food you put in your body is quality, yes, and quantity, yes, designed to have you live. Even if you didn't work out at all, you need to be properly fueling your body. And this can go back to the supplement episode where I talked about even someone who doesn't work out at all, they need to be taking vitamins and they need to be taking their reds and greens for digestion. Like, you still need to have that good foundation health-wise, and you still need to be eating the right amount of protein. You still need to be fueling your body for the amount of activity that you do, not even if you're not working out, just to sustain your life. So starting to think about, like we were talking about last week, food as life for your body. It's just how your body lives. It's a separate entity. So if you take workouts out of the equation, calories are its own thing. It's its own life form. So you get to think of every day in kind of two categories then. You have your food on the side where you eat a certain amount of calories every single day, whether you work out or not. It's just a baseline calories. And I teach my ladies this, and sometimes it's hard for them to understand because that's not what we've been taught, but there is a certain amount of calories. So just hit those calories every day, whether you're working out or not. And that is how you will be able to sustain your body. You can tweak them, of course. And a lot of this is in detail in last week's episode. So if you have not listened to that episode, please go back. It's so important. But thinking about calories on its own, completely separate to your calories or your workouts, because then it doesn't become if I'm going to work out today, I get to have more treats, or if I don't work out today, I'm a failure and I cannot eat any carbs. Like, that's what we're trying to get away from. So another reason why looking at calories and workouts separately is cool is because workouts begin to be something that are going to sculpt your body and to give your body shape. So you begin to look at workouts as not so much as I have to do this, or a punishment for what you ate or for what you look like or how you behaved or X, Y, and Z. Your workouts become something that you look forward to that have a purpose. So often, when our workouts are based on what we ate or how we feel about those food choices, our workouts are going to be something that we think we need to sweat and we think we need to, get that really big high calorie burn number, but you don't have any idea why or what that actually means. So when you have your baseline of calories, you can begin to look at your workouts as something to sculpt your body, to give your body shape. So your time in the gym, in your workout area, wherever you work out, that is time that you are excited because you know that the workouts that you are doing are going to change the shape of your body. And that is definitely something that changed the game for me. When I was doing Beachbody workouts and I was doing HIIT and cardio, of course, following along with the TV, struggling to keep up with the women on the TV, to be honest, because it was way too much work for me and I felt like I was resting half of the time. But when I was doing those workouts, it was because I had to, because I felt like I needed to jump around. I felt like I needed to get that calorie burn and I dreaded it. Whereas once I realized this concept and how to do things differently, I realized that now when I'm in the gym, every single time I pick up a weight, I'm doing that to change my body or to get stronger. It has a purpose. And I feel like at the end of that, no, I don't feel as drained and I don't feel as exhausted and worn out. But what I do feel is accomplished. I feel like I did get stronger. I feel like I worked specific muscle groups. I feel like when I go into the gym to work out, if it's a shoulder and a quad day, then I feel like awesome. I'm going to, get my shoulders are going to be bigger. My quads are going to be bigger. I know that there's a purpose rather just having, a workout with like a silly name and you have no idea why you're doing that thing. That can be directly related to also, causing those issues of why am I doing this and all the other things that come along with that. But as your workouts begin to be something that can sculpt your body and give your body shape, it becomes something that you can control. And that's also something that feels so good. And I think that's something that is so much different. You feel so out of control when everything is linked together and your workouts rely on your food and your food relies on your workouts. Another reason that eating a baseline of calories every single day and then adding on your workouts, along with them being something that literally give you shape, it's something that if you're following a plan, you should be working out certain days of the week, and you also should be taking rest days. A lot of things that distracted or confused my clients in the beginning when they work with me in the beginning is my clients think or thought that you should eat more food on the days that you work out, and you should eat less food on the days that you don't work out. And a big reason that I have found for this, and maybe you've run into this too, is MyFitnessPal. I love the app. It's great. There's a great database. And if you know how to do things correctly on there, it's really, really good. But when you put your goal in there, you put in all your stats and your goal, it automates a calorie number for you. And it automates that number as well based on the calories that you burn in a day. So this is a very low example, but I'm just going to kind of round down for math purposes. It will say that you have, let's say, 1,500 calories that you are supposed to consume in a day total. And then if you work out, MyFitnessPal adds on. So if you burned 300 calories during your workout, MyFitnessPal will add on 300 calories. And now you have 1,800 calories for the day. So you just basically, quote unquote, earned yourself 300 calories. Yes, you burned it off, but now MyFitnessPal wants you to eat it back. And so what that looks like for us, I don't even think it's on purpose, is, okay, cool. I worked out, so I earned myself some more food. Sweet. The only way I can get more food is if I work out. If I take a rest day, my calories are going to be super low. We don't want to do that. And so that's another way that I think society, these health and fitness, crazes, social media, that's another way that it's taught us to link the two together, calories and workouts. And I think that's just the cycle of that we got stuck in. And I think MyFitnessPal, that example, I think that has really misconstrued a lot of my ladies, because when they come to me, they do track on MyFitnessPal and they'll say, well, I will give them a certain amount of macros. Let's say I gave them 1,500 calories to eat a day. And they'll say, well, does that include my exercise? Or if I exercise, do I get more calories? And when I come back and say, it's 1,500 calories, period, per day, whether you worked out or you didn't work out, I do not want you to add that number back in. It's really, really confusing for them. Eventually, they love the concept because it's simple. You get to eat a certain amount every single day. Even on the days that my ladies have rest days or that you have a rest day, you should know something very important about those rest days. Your body is fixing the muscle that you tore down in your workout on rest days. So the only time your body can build muscle that it can repair is at rest. It takes calories for your body to repair those muscles. You are still using a ton of calories on your rest days to repair those muscles and to just move. And if you've got muscle on your body, you're still burning calories to keep that muscle on your body. So even on rest days, days that you don't work out, that is still a huge calorie burn. So looking at them separately is good for that as well, because you begin to look at rest days as also good. It's not like, oh, shoot, I don't get to go to the gym today. I'm not making any progress. You're like, I'm taking a rest day because I want my muscles to rebuild and to get bigger. That's the whole purpose. They literally cannot get bigger if you are continuously working them and tearing them down. So that's another way to start looking at workouts in a different way. So when it comes down to it, what I want you to think about is workouts and calories are so important together. But trust me when I say that they will go hand in hand. If you start to get your workouts nailed down, you will want to eat better. And if you start eating better, you will want to work out. They go in the same, but not necessarily on purpose. It's almost like this natural thing that happens. But when you start to look at them separately, you have more control. You don't instantly feel like, oh crap, I accidentally, had some carbs for breakfast. And so shoot, now I've ruined my whole day. You won't feel like that anymore. And then, once you ruin your whole day nutritionally, well, I might as well not work out because what's the point? You begin to separate the two and say, okay, just because I had a little extra food, it doesn't matter. That fuels my body. And maybe I'm a little extra fueled and maybe I'm a little under fueled. And that's okay. But it has nothing to do with my workouts because when I do a workout, it's sculpting my body. And when I'm having a rest day, it's building muscle, which is still sculpting my body. So the two do not have to always go hand in hand. I also know this is something that's hard to let go of because we're big on that all or nothing mindset. And so it's hard to want to separate them. This is not a bad way. And it's not like you can only do one or the other. I want you to do both. I just want you to view them in a little bit of a different way because then you'll stop falling on and off and on and off of this cycle that you have been on. And these mindset shifts are really what will make the difference because once your mindset changes, your actions change. And it's harder to change your actions without the right mindset if you don't know that understanding behind it. So once you start to separate the two, you will feel so much more in control. You will have purpose to all of this, and you'll start to understand how your body will just naturally work better and you will make so much more progress. Not everything has to be just all or nothing. In fact, this is a journey that is nice to have it be in separate entities so you can feel like you are winning at something all the time. That's important too. So I hope this episode was so helpful. I hope you know that you can do this. You can change your mindset. You can try something new. I'm so proud of you for showing up for yourself and learning new things and taking your health into your own hands. You are the only one that can show up for you. So no matter what, this comes down to what you're willing to do and what you're not willing to do and how long you're wanting to be stuck in this cycle and how soon you're going to be willing to try something new to get out of it. But you can totally do this. And this is the first step to getting to where you want to be. So be sure to share this episode on social media. I know so many women need to hear this and we need to spread the message. So tell your friends, tag me on social media. I would love to hear from you and see your stories and your takeaways. I can't wait to talk to you next week. Thanks for listening to today's show. Go ahead and leave a rating and a review. And of course, follow the podcast so you don't miss out on any future episodes. And I would love it so much if you came to connect with me over on Instagram at Christy Castillo Fit. I will see you next time.